had something come in the mail, and if you watched my last video, you already know what. So my new Hcalory diesel heater is here. This is the Toolbox 2 version. So let me show you guys. Just take these tops off. There you go. So there's your actual diesel heater right there. This is a 1 gallon tank, and then everything is already hooked up. And then this has Bluetooth along with a actual controller, and all of that. Yeah, came neatly wrapped and all that. Just the simple stuff. Like here's the stuff for the exhaust. There we go. Now you can see it. This is for the exhaust, and then this small here one here is for the intake. This is for the air that goes into the rig. This goes inside the gas. Here's the actual intake of the air. So definitely needs to be to where it goes out. And then, so the power is 12 volt, but you do, on this particular model, you do have to buy, sorry, there's some fuzz on there. You do have to hook it up to a battery. Oh, hang on. Oh, so I forgot, my bad. So you can either do this, where you have a AC power adapter, or you can do the 12 volt plug hook up to the battery. Here it is, running pretty good. Here's the exhaust line, right? And whenever I put that out the window, it'll be facing down. This was giving me some trouble down here at the bottom because they have this right here, where it goes into. You can see trying to like get that in there. So it's on, but a little bit of a pain in the butt to do that. And then here's the intake hose. So that'll go up and the exhaust will go down, and we should be good. We are almost done with it. So ta-da, it's in. So it's pretty warm. I wanted to go ahead and get this primed because I do have that part coming in today that's going to be replacing that. Don't touch that, that's hot. Part is going to be coming in that's going to be replacing that. But there was a little bit of smoke, and I forgot that when you're doing when you're priming these, especially for the for the first time, there is what you call it, a little bit of smoke. So there was a little bit of smoke coming out. I had to make sure, but it's already dissipated, and I can tell you guys right now that is super warm. Like, yeah, that's going to be probably a little too much for this vehicle, but that's okay, because the point is to get nice and toasty and then turn it off, right? I want to be able to fill this up while I'm at like a gas station. So that is only about a gallon. So, but yeah, I don't know. To me, it makes sense. We'll see how long it works out that way. In case you guys were wondering, there's Lacey. Hi, Lacey. All right, guys, so here is a short little view of what the app looks like. It takes a minute for the ignition on the diesel heater to start, just like any other diesel heater. But at least with this, I can get it started before I go inside. But it does take anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes. HH10 is the highest setting on the app, and now you do see that it will take about 96 to 97 watts to get started, and then afterwards it does drop by about 2/3 to roughly somewhere in the 30s to run on high. Now, right now I'm playing around. You can have this to where it's either on gear mode, or you can change it to an actual temperature. You can also do other settings, like have it to where it does this thing where you can have it within a range of stuff, and you could customize it. You put your name on it, you throw a password on there, that way no one can connect to your heater by Bluetooth and mess with your settings, because some people are just weird like that. But it's just a really cool feature to have. And if you see at the bottom there, or in the middle right above the save, that it does show like a stop temperature and a start temperature. So you definitely want to have that, you know, if you're trying to control your temperature within a range of stuff. And again, you can name it, and I just put Resident Nomad. But yeah, so that's running on 12 volt. It's that middle area there. Okay, so what you guys just saw is that it jumps up to about 96, 95 watts, and then it jumps down to about 30, 35. And that's with me having it on the highest setting, and man, did it get hot. All right, guys, so something that I thought I recorded, pretty sure I recorded, may have accidentally deleted. I accidentally cracked the exhaust pipe, and I had to wait basically a whole other day for Amazon to have one shipped to me. The one that I got is about twice as long as the original one, and it's literally just dangling from the vehicle on the outside, but it does work. Now I will say I put this diesel heater on the highest setting and the lowest setting to see the difference. The highest setting is that I almost thought I was gonna die because it was just so hot in this tiny little rig. And then on top of that, there was legit smoke from the exhaust line touching from what I have to try to block up with the reflector and all that. So I immediately turned it off. Everything's okay. On the lowest setting, it was extremely hot in here, but there was no like smoke or anything, which is good. But there is a fan mode or a blowing mode. All it does is blow out cold air, essentially. But it still runs the same wattage, you know, starting up and starting down. Something that you do need to make sure of is when you have this, and it's all hooked up and got gas and everything, there is a cooling down period. When you shut the machine off, or you use a Bluetooth, or even the controller, you want to make sure. All right, here's the little controller for it. You want to let it do its cooling down process. Otherwise, you can screw up the diesel heater. But overall, it's a good purchase. I think it's going to be really handy in the future when I go to colder climates. And that's what I'm working towards on this channel, is building this rig out, getting things ready for the future. I may not be traveling a whole lot now and going to a bunch of places, but I am working towards that. I'm getting all the stuff that I would want or need out of the way. That way, when Lacey and I are, you know, say we're in Montana or somewhere when it's cold, you know, or hell, even, you know, if I do finally get to make my way up to Alaska, which I would love to go, I got heat. And, you know, it doesn't have to be blowing continuously to work. It just needs to be able to, you know, warm the rig up so Lacey and I don't freeze to death. I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. We have hit 1,500 subscribers. Oh, that's awesome. That was one of my 2 goals for the year, is to hit 1,500 subscribers and to pay off the Xterra. And just so super duper excited. We hit both of them, and we're going forward. And we're breaking our barriers for goal and just pushing through. So we still got about a month and a half left on the year. Kind of curious where we're going to end up. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I know a lot of you guys love the daily cat videos, and we're going to keep posting those every day. I might even increase to doing 3 videos a week. We'll see. It just depends on my work schedule and what time allows, but I am recording and making as much content as I can with being in the limited set of circumstances. So I hope that makes sense. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. It means the world. Thank you so much. And together, you know, I'm really looking forward to watching this channel blossom. It does take time, and you know, I'm excited for it. So yeah, we got the diesel heater in. That was one of the biggest last expenses we got to get. Now the major expense coming up will be the solar panels, and that's not going to be happening for a while because frankly I don't need them as of right now. I do not need them. You know, but as early spring comes on, I'll probably get them around then and we'll go on. But other than that, that's about it, guys. So I want to thank again each and every one of you for being here. I'm Resident Nomad. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Until next time.